Oh.
¿Pero qué dices, hermano? Me toqué yo y me muero. Claro. Oh no. Hey guys, new season is gonna come up in a few days. And we're gonna have to learn a lot of mechanics, everything about the dungeons. And watching guides might be boring. But today I am going to give you some tools that I think are really handy into how to learn the dungeons by yourself, because you are your own best teacher. And the reason that I want to inform you guys over this is because I feel like sometimes there's just a lot of happening in a dungeon, or like the tank is just really motivated and he just decides to pull very big, and it's hard to like keep up with like what's going on in a pool. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna go in a dungeon, or you watch streams, whatever you do, and you try and see how the pools are. Okay? Very easy. Then you're gonna want to open Mythic Dungeon Tools. Okay? Once you open Mythic Dungeon Tools, you are going to do exactly the same route you just ran. Okay? For example, or you make a route that you saw in a stream. Okay? I'm just gonna put a route that, you know, people run here in PTR. So, for example, for first pool, you have Peacekeeper, okay, very healthy mob, 193 million and a 10. Then an Assassin and a few vendors and a Thug. And then these guys are just trash, neutral mobs. So you right click on it and you open Plater. So for this mob, you're gonna give him X color. Then for this mob, you're gonna give him X color. And for this mob and this mob, you're gonna give him another color. What I would recommend is you classify what mob you want. Like you classify them based on what information it gives you. So this is probably gonna be priority target. This is gonna be dangerous mob, or mob that you need to CC. Then this is a dangerous mob, just does random damage, and caster. So 4 things, okay? Then you open the Plater, you access it through here by clicking, and you just give him a color. For me, I use on all casters line. Then for when they cast Ice Spritzer, you can put them a sound. But if it's a cast that is being spammed, then I wouldn't put a sound. Then for the Prio Target, when he casts something, in this case, Tear Gas and Charged Shield. So I have him yellow, yeah, because he's a priority target. And when he does Tear Gas, there's gonna be puddles on the ground, and I have to move. If I don't move, I'm dead. Charged Shield is just an AoE. Literally, your healer needs to heal. So if you're a healer and you're DPSing, or you're probably AFK or doing something else, and you hear glass, then you have to do your job as a healer. Then Hired Assassin. He's a dangerous mob for me, so I put him dark orange. See his casts, literally toxic blades. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Some things you don't need to put so much focus on. Sometimes it's just useless. But Fan of Knives, for example, is dangerous, and you need to CC. So whenever Fan of Knives happens, I hear CC and I press CC. You should probably look at your screen first, because maybe the guy is like behind or somewhere, and then you CC. And you know, it might sound really stupid, but all this, literally, you just trick your mind, and by tricking your mind unconsciously, you'll just be more consistent. And then with the affix of this season and last season, you know, if you die, you lose 15 seconds, then the key is over, or you lose damage. So you'd probably want to do this. And then, for example, pool 9 seems like, oh, too many casters. I think first, well, this I think nobody does this. What I've seen is just this, but I think this is probably like not bad, because you also play 2 masterminds here. So literally, mastermind is a Prio Target because he has a lot of health. And literally, Brainstorm is, for me, banana peel. So whenever I hear it, I need to move. Mind Lash, however, I don't have a sound, because maybe if you're a healer, you can put a sound, you just need to heal. But if you're a DPS player, I will come into that later. And so then you have Alchemists. Literally all they do is just cast Transmutation. You can see this, you can kick it. It takes a long time though, so it's fine. These rats are nothing, they just molest your tank. And this Tester just does random damage. So you probably put Dark Orange here. Well, in my case, of course. An Echo Blade. If you CC, so Echo Blade does damage in a wave. Not sure if it's a frontal, but I'll not get into it. I don't really care about this, but whenever this happens, and the Mastermind is casting the Mind Lash, then I'd probably want to CC. So maybe I would give Mind Lash a sound. But as I said before, probably don't overthink about it. By the time the season is 3 months into it, then there'll be more variants into routes. So anyway, then what I wanted to say about the Mind Lash was that for this, I will use a Weakauras. And so now comes the second topic of Weakauras. For Weakauras, I would only recommend to use, like, the only thing you need is probably the dungeon of, like, people make icons or sounds, and you know, they're just reminders that help you identify what you need to do. So I have dungeon casts to see. I don't really pay attention to this, to be honest. I started with this, but I don't really use it anymore. But I think someone called Tarathal made this dungeon package, and it gives you icon for if you have a debuff, and probably like the timers on one row, which is really nice. Some sounds here and there. And then also targeted spells. This is on, of course, every season, and where you just see what is being casted on you on the middle of your screen. So then you can like see your character or see your Weakauras of whatever class you're playing and do your rotation, and then you're getting targeted. Plus you hear a sound. That's defensive. Don't think about it. So that is what I would recommend. And that's literally it. So yeah, Plater, Mythic Dungeon tools, and Weakauras. You don't have to import anything else. If you just do it for yourself, then you make it easier for yourself and you'll play better. So, thanks for watching the video if you made it up till here. I'm trying to improve on this YouTube path I'm taking, given my knowledge that I know about this game, and maybe entertain you, who knows. So leave a like, comment if you want, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one.